Welcome back to Pop Culture Roll Call, the show where our hosts are watching The Magicians by only viewing the scenes that their character is present for. This is Season 4, Episode 4, Marry, Fuck, Hill.
Welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call. I'm your host, Mike, and we watch everything from the point of view of Penny 23. Love me as always.
It's Sasha, and I watch everything from the point of view of Margo.
In front of me as always.
It's Colin, everything from the point of view of Elliot, as always.
And right here, right now.
Hey, it's Brian. Here's Quentin.
And that was not Take 37.
No.
I almost messed up my intro because I was thrown.
And I was about to get so smug.
It also wasn't take one.
Wasn't Take 1?
It was
wasn't
somewhere,
Take 37.
Somewhere in the middle there.
Get in the comments.
Get us a poly market bet going on how many it took.
No.
No.
We're not supporting that. We're not supporting that.
If you do want to watch us mess up in real time,
That way we can't roll it back.
you can join us this weekend at 1 p.m. on Saturday. That is May 9th.
May the 9th be with you.
May the 9th, yes. And we will be watching whatever wins the poll.
Whatever democracy chooses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we can convince them we can not mess up because we just gaslight them enough to make them think we didn't mess up.
Like, this is part of the bit.
Yeah.
This is obviously, like, we planned this.
Yeah,
In our
yeah.
script writing sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
People do tune into live comedy because it's unpredictable and you have to adapt on the fly. That's the whole point of Twitch and stuff.
But people know we script these episodes, right?
Right, yeah, you guys
All
totally
the
know
bits.
this.
All the bits are
Everything's
scripted.
written, including that. Like
Yeah.
this is our part of writing that gets meta.
Honestly, I don't even like somebody remotely assuming that, because then
Yeah.
us not being funny for a while isn't just like we're all kind of low energy. It's like we sat around a community table and we wrote this and we like stamped it and like rubbed
Yeah,
like
that
whack.
works.
We're like, this is the one. This is the script
because then
that
you
gets
go
through.
deeper. Because then it's like, guys, we have to not always be funny because then they're no, we wrote it. So this one's gonna be kind of
Kind of
In any case, see you Saturday, 1 p.m.
And this
May
episode's
9th.
going to be a good one.
This one's.
I
I saw the script. This one's gonna be a banger.
should we start that? Who
Yeah.
had stuff before the credits?
I do.
I did.
I'm assuming
all did.
everybody, right?
Okay.
Not me.
Oh, no Quentin before the credits?
Oh.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Main character, my ass.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think I have the first. Is the first scene you have walking in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Elliot, not Elliot,
Yeah.
is just on the ground.
You're there?
Yeah,
Where the fuck are you?
off in the kitchen.
Oh, we're
Our
all just...
new hub at Marina's apartment.
Which is so funny.
We just took it.
I
Actually,
guess
I'm pretty sure
ours.
it's actually not her apartment.
Nope.
Didn't she say she
It
broke in?
is. Oh, I don't
and
know about
stole,
that.
Like, I
but
feel like vaguely
possession's
she
9/10.
She just squatters rights
like
an
she
apartment for
squatters
us?
rights that
Can we
apartment.
steal it via squatter's rights from somebody else who was
You want to
squatting?
out-squat a squatter?
I have
Can
no
you squat
idea.
from a squatter?
I mean, Marina is
I'm
not
assuming.
coming back. Based on my last conversation with her, it
Oh,
really
she's just
seemed-
done forever?
It kind of felt like she
What's-
was like, "Oh, that's a thing that's gonna murder me. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go get a breakfast
Honestly,
burrito."
mood,
Smart.
right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's somebody out here that kills all.
I'm
Fuck it.
good.
I don't got enough here to keep me here.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm not
She
paying
got
rent.
paid, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Great.
can't be done.
We'll see you.
I don't know. If I were her, I'd double dip.
You double dip.
Not if there's like an unpredictable murderous like killer in the group.
Yeah.
Like it's like, is that worth it? You're really gonna double or nothing?
Okay, random question. If let's say there was in the friend group, there would be a random serial killer. But if you maintained entry in the friend group once a year, you get like $2 million.
Once a year. serial
But
killer.
someone in the group
Will die.
is a serial. You don't know that. You just know there's a serial killer.
I mean, I feel like statistically that is. I mean, not the $2 million, but like there are definitely people that are friends of people they don't know. Like that's
so I'm just
not
making
even.
bank on it.
Yeah.
I see. I would have those moments where I randomly check my bank account and I see $2 million. Like, fuck, one of my friends is killed. Oh God.
You don't get paid when someone gets killed. You just it's
See,
just like an
just
entrance
removed
fee.
all the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get paid, but you have to just like you just have to be in the group.
Yeah, you have to just like make sure you're not pissing that person off, but you don't know who
But you
that
don't know who
person
it is.
is.
What
So-
if you're the serial killer?
Ooh,
Do you
meta.
get paid? Wait, does a serial killer get paid?
Like, yeah, wait, hold on.
I think to keep
That seems
up
like the
front,
best job of the bunch.
I think whoever's running the experiment would pay everyone.
Well, you have to maintain.
Yeah,
like,
the illusion.
Can I be in the control group where there's no serial killer and I still get paid?
No.
Can I get that?
No.
No? But, well.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen.
Okay, it's weird that you see me, but that's fine.
Well, I'm confused, because you're just laying on the ground, and Josh is baking.
Like cookies?
He's making muffins.
Okay.
He's making.
Look, when you say Josh is baking, I'm not
There
thinking
are
about
bubbles.
it. Like,
that's fair. No, he is making condolence muffins
Oh, for Quentin.
for Quentin's dad.
why does his dad need muffins? He's dead.
Haha.
They're going to bury him with them. Send him to the afterlife.
Exactly.
Let's all talk about Egypt for a while.
There's been a weird amount of Egypt like death stuff in the
Yeah.
show already. Actually,
That's fair. Maybe we haven't talked enough about it.
And I'm like, pastries. Are pastries going to help him like deal with this? And he goes, "It's not pastries; they're a sweetbread."
I was going to say, I was about to.
They're a quick bread.
I was about to yes and that. I'm like, there's no way a muffin's considered pastry.
It's pastry adjacent.
I agree with this.
no,
it is
they're,
absolutely.
No,
muffins
don't
are
you-
quick breads.
Yeah, you
They're
need.
pastry adjacent.
They're close
This
enough.
is like
It's
a
just
tomato.
everything with
like
flour in it.
culinarily, it's a
So
pastry.
what? Just anything with flour is a pastry adjacent?
No.
To be a pastry, don't you have to have like some sort of like laminated like
I
butter?
believe so.
No.
Yeah, it needs to be
I'm-
some kind of like crumbled butter
No,
or
the
laminated.
vibe's
Not
there.
it can't just be like
I agree with you.
The vibe is there.
100%.
We're splitting the room
Culinarily
on this
treating
one.
it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I went out for pastries and be like, "What'd you get? Muffins?" Everyone's like, "Oh,
We're not
going
gonna
to
do this a hot dog, a sandwich. We got to move on.
Okay.
It is.
They're baked goods.
Agreed.
And he's a little testy, a little on edge. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He goes, "Well,
I just got into a
I helped
debate
a
about
monster
pastries.
murder a friend of mine, and I'm not happy about it." And Josh is kind of also angry at Elliot, who's like not paying attention to what we're doing. He's like, "What are you so depressed about? You got what you wanted." Like, and that's when Margo shows up asking about Darth Elliot.
Yeah, where he is, and I just get pointed into the direction, and that's when I walk in to Elliot, kind of moodily playing with. Is that like a ball?
So that's what I took out
soul.
of
Yeah.
his chest.
What is it actually?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Orb of energy from a god.
Yeah,
But it is like an orb, circular.
It's more like egg shaped.
okay, eggs. Okay,
Like
eggs
like
not
a thin
orbs?
egg. No, I think orbs are
orbs have to be like
Yeah.
How
round,
round does it have to be an orb?
very round.
Is
round.
it perfectly spherical?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think an orb
So
has.
then
to
the
be
Earth
perfectly-
is not an orb because there's mountains.
Okay, no,
No.
that's not.
Are you a
true.
flat orber?
I'm a flat orb.
Okay, we gotta keep going. We're getting caught up.
Is a muffin a pastry and is the Earth an orb? Tune in this weekend. We're gonna have way more content for you. My brain is breaking. I don't even want to be here today. Right before you come in, I have a little bit, not much, because as you all are doing that, looking at me being pensive on the floor holding an orb, and I'm just like, what are you? And like Monster Elliot is like trying to divine. He knows that it's important. He knows that he took it from the god. He knows that was part of the plan, but now he doesn't know what to do.
Right.
It's like not giving him what he wants out of it. There's no answers. There's no memory. We get into it a little bit later, but
It's not the sword and the stone. It didn't automatically grant
Have you tried-
everything.
Eating it.
I probably licked it. I'm trying to turn it, and I'm assuming like twisting is actually twisting's probably step
Have you
before
bopped
lick
it?
No, maybe spin it, drop it.
Slap it.
All those newfangled Bop It moves that I don't trust. Bop It has 3 moves.
Back in my day.
When they put the second arm on it and there were like 5 things or whatever.
Flick it.
Like,
No.
Flick It pisses me off.
This is your footloose, no dancing in my town stance.
Jerk it. No,
No.
bop it.
Bop
We-
it.
Bop
No.
it. Come on.
Come
Bop it.
on, bop it.
Bop
When
it.
they did Lick It, then COVID hit. It was
Yeah. Put it in your mouth. And bop it.
That's actually where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Never mind. Never mind. This is when Margo walks in wearing your like blue like going out dress. What were you doing? Like it seems
No,
like
that's just what she looks like.
okay. That's fair. It seems like things
It's a
pretty.
Wednesday.
I don't know. Like I understand looking on the tens all the time. Like I do get it. But like if I'm in a world where at any moment my life could be in danger and I could have to like get the fuck out of Dodge, I'm wearing practical clothes.
So
I will say, part of Margot's character is that she does refuse to do that.
That's true.
Like that
That is
tracks
kind of
for
real.
me.
and then
They're also we're also in a world where magic exists, and I'm sure there's a spell to change into
clothes.
athletic gear with the flick of a wrist.
Also, I think what you were referring to as a 10 is probably Margot's 7.
You think Margo ever looks at herself and thinks 7?
No. I think you're like that. There's no up from that.
Grading on a curve.
And Margot's like, I
could be more
I was in a
extra.
rush today.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. There's a little bit of like a self like negging kind of context that like gives yourself room for growth.
I will say, I also noticed that she was being very sexy today, and it does lead somewhere. So
Okay, fair enough. Because you come in and you're talking to Elliot and me, well, like, Demon Elliot's like, I've moved from laying on the ground to pensively looking out rainy window.
yeah, it's really interesting that there is like Margo says the thing that you guys were talking about in the kitchen basically to Elliot's face, because you guys are just too afraid to do it, but she weirdly isn't. She's kind of like, okay, well, you got what you wanted, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you sad? Like, maybe you should, you know, jump to a different body maybe since you got everything you wanted. And
I was like, oh, and Elliot immediately shuts that down, or monster, like, whatever, doesn't matter. Is like, I'm not, I think we throw around the word dunsies gets thrown around a little bit, and I'm like, I'm not like that. Like, we did step 1, God won, but there's more to do.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember like who's next or what. And like, I thought that getting Bacchus dead and getting the first step would kind of be like last season with the keys. It would open up another like reference, and now I would have like a new goal, and that's not happening.
Got to collect all the Chaos Emeralds before you figure out what the quest is.
Exactly.
And then that's when Margo poses the question of like, well, why don't you try maybe like jumping into a non-human body, or like kind of shake things up? Maybe that'll help like jiggle the memories loose. Maybe that'll help. And Elliot's like, no.
Margo's just trying to get Elliot back, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the body, trying to get Monster Elliot out of the body.
And he's not interested.
I'm
at
not
all.
interested
And he's
in
actually kind of grumpy about it, to be honest. But
Because people keep asking. Quentin asked, Margo's asked once, and now she's asking again, and he's like, I don't want to keep having this conversation again and again.
yeah,
Let's get credits.
yeah, credits.
Credits.
How much? What are we looking at time wise?
I got a solid 8.5.
I got 9.
About 8.5.
We are definitely equally split. So
Okay,
let's just
cool.
go
Not a
around.
lot.
I'll do my first scene then.
Quentin, do you get a chance?
I'm on like a park bench with Julia. We're both smoking cigarettes. I missed the funeral for my dad. Apparently it happened while I was not Quentin.
Having some pastry.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing I can say to my mom that's going to change that. You know, my mom's like basically thinking that I'm still the same kid I always was. It's kind of like clumsy, you know, whatever, like making mistakes all the time, same mistakes I've always made. And I'm like, anyway, how are you, Julia? And she says that she's been stealing the books that Marina has stashed around, trying to figure out why this is news to me. She is both indestructible and unable to do magic. So
is that like post the castle at the end of the world?
Yeah,
like whenever
must
she
be.
did that magic thing, like maybe her magic got zapped, but her godliness didn't.
Maybe.
Okay.
who knows?
She got zipped, but she didn't get zopped.
Yep.
Penny comes up, and by that I mean Quentin asked about Penny because apparently Penny has been in Quentin's word still sweating you. And then she's like, he has not been sweating me. And then it's like, well, maybe he could help you with the research. And she's like, you're a dick. And it's like, I am a dick. And that's the end of the scene. So
Oh, that's
scene,
cute.
yeah. Just the two of them reconnecting. It was a nice little.
This kind of feeds right into my scene.
You got a horny lead in?
No, but it is a horny episode. So we're at Marina's apartment that we're squatting from hers. And Josh is cleaning up and is a little skittish just with everything going on. And I show up in the room and he has this bag with him. And I'm like, hey, what's in that bag? He goes, there's nothing in the bag. It's like, what's in the, is there blood on your face? It's like, what are you talking about? And he goes to check in the mirror, and I use that as a distraction to grab the bag. And he's like, it's not what you look like. I'm like, it looks like, is this a dead animal? And I'm like, is this because the quickening? And he says that he doesn't know, and he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, I'll tell you one thing, stay away from, and before I can finish that, Julia shows up. So
The quickening.
the quickening.
Because he's got lycanthropy. He's a werewolf, remember?
Oh, I didn't, but now I do.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Julie shows up. I do the little like hide the bag behind my back thing, and she's looking for books at Marina's place that she may have stashed about her god problems. Essentially, like she's looking for like magical medical advice.
Sure. She's looking for reference material about being a god.
She had something about, she had the thing that kills God in her apartment. So it's not like the farthest fetched thought. Like,
Where's magical god ER?
We do know that there's libraries that literally contain the summation of all experience and knowledge.
Yeah.
Like magical.
yeah, but that's
things.
really difficult to get into right now.
Yeah, but the books exist. So
Yes,
the fact
yes.
that kind of knowledge is like bound in a tome isn't ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think about how to help her. And Josh, like, well, what about the Maenads? Like, Bacchus's like followers were also like high priestesses, like nurses to the gods. And they were always at those parties because when he like would get like just whacked out of his mind, they would give him like divine B12 shots. Like they were just on standby to help him
so
like
funny.
recover.
Yeah.
Just pour him electrolytes. And that's when Penny's like, I can help you get to Fillory, like if that helps. And then she heads out, and I tell him to figure out this quickening bullshit before I get back like ASAP. Like just figure this out. I'm not dealing with this. And that's that scene. I have 2 more scenes.
I come in right as you leave, I
Okay.
think, because I enter the room and Josh is stressed out, and Margo seems to know what's going on. So like there must have been some sort of explanation, or she knew more than I do. But she is telling him that he's got to nutsack up and break this curse, and we're gonna do it, or we're gonna die trying.
Okay.
And
You on a mini quest?
we're on a mini quest.
On a mini quest.
We're on a mini
Side
quest to break Josh out of his lycanthropy.
Okay.
Like whatever this curse is, we're
That's
going to
just good
try to get it to
healthcare.
stop.
That's what
Yeah.
I learned. Just good healthcare.
So it looks like you guys are going on a healing quest, something to cure you. We're also looking for a cure.
We're actually doing some healing too.
Sure. Spiritually.
Spiritual healing.
I have a scene before you show up.
All right, fair enough.
So I'm basically in what appears to be like very nice kind of tall ceiling apartment or something. It was my dad's old space basically. And there's a ton of model planes. Like apparently that was just his hobby, is like building these little model planes or whatever. And I'm there with my mom, who I don't think I've ever seen before.
I've never seen your mom before.
And she's kind of being sarcastic, like, ugh, his creative outlet. And I'm like, Mom, he's dead. Can we stop criticizing him? We learned that like the mom and dad were divorced. We got kind of confirmation of that. I think we suspected it before. And she's just kind of going on and on. But then she's like, turns to how she's upset with me for missing the funeral and missing him getting sick and dying and everything else. And I'm like, my excuse is that I was traveling and my phone died. And she's like, you're the only millennial I know who wasn't glued to their phone 24/7. I'm like, are we really going to do this again? And she just drops it. And she's kind of like asking, like, you know, your dad was so normal, like, you know, normal people have friends. Like, why was there nobody at the funeral? So like basically barely anybody came to my dad's funeral, which is,
Dad of magical
you know, and
cancer,
she's asked,
son wasn't there and nobody came.
yeah.
Ugh.
And she's asking like, oh, well, you know, did he date? And she's like, no, never mind. I don't want to know. And then she basically is like, oh, you know, there's this guy coming from upstate, like have everything packed up by tomorrow and they'll take it away. So basically like this episode for me is going to be packing up all of my dad's old things. And then her kind of closing line here, which will be relevant, is just be careful. Don't break anything.
Gotcha.
He's going to break something.
Your mom seems a little insufferable. What is with this show and moms that are insufferable?
I don't think she's insufferable.
Okay,
like she's very mommy.
Okay.
Mom-esque.
Actually, never mind then.
Like she just seems like normal, you know, in the way that like
but like hyper criticizing. But I mean, I guess she.
but like she reminds me of my mom in a lot of ways,
Sure.
where it's just like, and this episode gets into it of like, she still sees me as like this little kid,
right.
He's a little boy.
and you know she
Mommy.
like we haven't talked at all really in this show.
Yeah, right.
So I think in her head, like Quentin is still this little kid with all his little kid problems, and like Quentin honestly like has not been the best child, right? He's been in and out of like mental facilities.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but like she's worried about him and like trying to show her concern in that way.
Maybe it was more like not the easiest. Didn't have like the easiest stock standard Norman Rockwell upbringing,
right?
Like had more complications,
and obviously like divorced
with.
parents and everything.
Yeah,
Like, you know, there's a lot going on here, and we honestly don't get that much of the mom, but it really just sets up a later conversation that we'll get to. So.
But it doesn't seem like the show was trying to paint her as like a bad person. It was just the
No,
show was
I
just
wouldn't
like
say so.
just a complicated person.
Yeah.
Just people being people. Okay, that's
She's a
fair.
bad mom, but she's not a bad mom.
Because we had Alice's mom who was
Actually bad
right.
person.
like an active like
And I will say it's almost like it contrasts with that. Like Alice's mom is like overbearing and a lot, and you know, maybe not overbearing, like she's just a mess of a person.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that this character is like, I have places to be, so you have to pack everything up, and then like I'm worried about you, but not enough to like check in on you more often or whatever.
Sure,
too, you know.
right.
So
Okay, fair enough. My first scene's coming in whenever you're doing the airplane stuff in the dark, but why don't we let one of the other side quests?
I'll get
I
two
guess
left.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it. So we're looking up books. So in Marina's, we were going through the library there also.
Oh yeah,
And
everyone needs knowledge.
we're looking for cures, and we're both having a hard time.
Okay.
It's like not working. All of a sudden his phone goes off, and he's like, oh my God, these Uber surge notifications are killing me. And then he just starts holding his head, and he goes like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And Margo is like wondering what's going on. Turns out he just realized that, you know, he has always been very straightforward with his partners, that he's L positive, which is slang for lycanthropy.
Is it a sexually transmitted thing?
It seems so.
Fluids.
Yes, any sort, yeah. But the problem is that Isaac, the guy he was, the Uber driver,
Right.
did not know that and was not did not tell people.
Yeah.
He needs to leave to go warn this woman that apparently he was sleeping with when he was Isaac, that she is now L positive, or could be.
Okay, got it. It doesn't seem like it's a 100%. Do we get into that at all? Like, is it a you might
We will
have it,
find
you might
out.
not?
We will find out what happened. But he goes, and Margo's like, all right, well, I'm going to keep looking. Like, she's going through the books.
Right.
The health department's going to have a field day with this.
Truly.
You send the werewolf off alone in a quickening evening to go talk to an innocent bystander. Probably he's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine.
Seems fine. We'll get there. He definitely deteriorates over this episode, but like we're still really early here.
If there's anything I do know about lycanthropes, is that it's generally fine until the moment it stops being fine, in which case it is very
It's
not
a real
fine.
0 to not fine.
It's not a gradual curve. Usually it's, oh no, moon came out from behind clouds, skin is sloughed off, and I'm eating people kind of immediately, like a gunshot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you got to do that thing.
Yeah.
We'll do our thing.
Yeah, we'll jump
Yeah,
back.
we're up in the. I mean, I guess I come find you. I must have like a homing beacon, or you're just
I
like
don't
in
know.
my head.
I hear a door, and I first thing is my mom.
Yeah.
And no, it's Elliot. And you're basically talking about how like you're surprised I'm not getting angry and killing things.
Yeah, because your dad's dead, right? I'm like, and I have this like frozen bag of peas that's like my prop in the thing, and I'm just like, I found this in your dead dad's fridge, and you're like, cool. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just packing up the stuff. And I was like, you're not killing. Yeah, I'm like, you're not killing anything. You're not like.
How are you processing that?
Raging? Yeah, because I think Elliot doesn't get how something could happen to you that you don't like, and the response isn't unbridled rage and murder.
Yeah.
It's just like not a thing that I clock.
Like this monster Elliot has like a very kind of childlike version of, you know, consequences basically, and that's, he's like, oh, why are you, murder is the only way, violence solves everything, right? And I'm just like, that's not really what I do. And I'm like, can I just have a few minutes to like finish this?
And I don't want to give it to you. I want to leave, and you kind of like stand your ground, which is a thing that I think Monster Elliot seems to respect sometimes in the right people, because he respects it in Margo and he respects it in Quentin here. And he's like, and I think something like clock something, because I've mentioned that Elliot wants to like learn. Right, he mentions that to Margo. He's mentioned it to Quentin, like how to be more of like a person. He feels like it's helpful. He doesn't have all this knowledge. He wants to like get some more. And
This episode is the most I've ever gotten of the like Illyria from Angel.
Yeah, it
thing.
sounds a
it's
lot
the
like
most
that.
This version of Elliot has like mirrored that.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's a curiosity about the dumb things that these humans do.
Yep. And I'm like, and I call out like, okay. So like at a moment I'm like, and like Elliot like goes from walking away to like staying still. I'm like, this is important to you, right?
And
I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, okay. It's like, so what you're good. So I'm going to stay and I'm going to watch you and I'm not going to kill anybody. And you're going to quietly think about your dead dad.
You're like, this is a very interesting game, the loving your dead dad game. I'm like, it's not a game to me, but yeah. And then I ask, like, is there anybody that you miss? And you say you don't remember, which is kind of a recurring thing with this version of Elliot, is that like there's things that you just don't remember about your life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm sort of like walking around, or I go to grab the peas and I go sit down.
Yep.
And at this point, I like have this like weird, like Jeff Goldblum-y kind of like delivery of saying like, I'm gonna sit here and I won't kill anything and I'll watch you thinking about your dead dad. This is the weirdest game I've ever played. Yeah. And I like sit down and I'm like smiling still until the cut forward. But like I think this is novel for me. Like maybe murder and killing is so much just a core part of me that the idea of like watching somebody quietly is like, well, maybe this will be fun.
Spoiler: he gets bored.
I get bored very quickly.
Okay.
But we can come back.
All right. You only have 2, so I'll let you know when I have 2 scenes, and then we can bounce back. Or if they're really far apart, maybe.
No, they're pretty close to back to back.
Okay. So we come back, and he's like, I can't believe I turned this innocent girl into a murderer. Margo's walking in. She's like, well, we don't know how innocent she really was. And also, like, she is just very...
So Margo's defense is that she might not have been that innocent?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's bringing alcohol over. He's like, because he's like, is this the potion? Like a cure? She's like, no, alcohol. He's like, good enough. Like drinking it. And that's just kind of the tone. Clearly, we are the comic relief for this episode. But I've managed to translate the ritual. And most of the stuff that is in the recipe is really easy to get a hold of, except for one thing. And I will say, I just want to put it in here. Margo has been kind of like, I don't know how to describe this in any other way, but like she played this whole episode like super sultry. Like, so she's like, so there's just one
little thing.
Exactly.
Jessica
and I was
Rabbit.
like confused about this delivery for a bit. And I want you to sit and think about it as we continue our way through this episode, because I had to, and it does pay off. But I was like, this is strange. This is very strange.
Okay.
And
I was always wondering why you're being sultry with Elliot too. So I just assumed it was you trying to like get one over on Monster.
I don't think it was for Elliot, but I definitely think it's something.
It's just
else that's
in the air.
Has
doing.
the sultry existed outside of being in the room with
Josh? I don't think it we'll get there. Just relax. Think about it. We'll come back.
Think about sultry sexy women and relax. Like, think hard about them, but relax, bud.
What we need though is a living Komodo dragon, so we can cut its heart out.
Just a kimono. I'm like, what?
Living Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon, and we have to cut its heart out for the ritual. And luckily, I know that Kanye West keeps one in his New York City apartment.
That's the most believable part of this whole script.
Yeah. I'd really like to see them try and cut the heart out of a Komodo dragon. That would be something. You talk about 100 men versus a gorilla or whatever as like a fun little like thought experiment.
Komodo dragon.
Yeah, not a shot. Not a shot.
Matt, like tranquilizer dart it, and then.
Well, I guess the versus is usually hand-to-hand combat. You versus is usually 100 men with machine guns against a gorilla.
That's not how I do it.
They're Americans, Colin. They're going in armed.
Well, I will say the next scene is a hard cut into literally me screaming, like hollering, and then also chanting in a foreign language. And then I make he's holding the heart of the Komodo dragon, so we skipped that part completely.
Okay.
And he's like, what now? She's like, scream. And he screams, and she's like, eat it. And then he's just like, he's like, oh, it's not so bad. And then that's the end of that scene, and we will come back. But it was so crazy to just go from like, we got to go to Kanye West's apartment,
and then immediately screaming,
and then just like
Pork
Sounds like it
remote.
went pretty smoothly, all things considered.
We do talk about it again. We'll get there.
I can go and like split this long scene into two.
Okay.
So we are back in Fillory, and we are walking in the remnants.
You and Julia, right?
Me and Julia.
Got it.
In the remnants of a rager. It's just people passed out, things on the ground. Just, it happened. Everything happened.
Yep. When things are on the ground, you know it was a rager.
Yep. And Julia's response to this is it possible for an entire forest to do a walk of shame? And I'm like, I agree. Nature shouldn't be this sticky. Just the vibe. Icky. And we're looking around trying to find this Myad, and Julia's like, uh-oh, I think that's who we're looking for. And there is this woman against a tree who has like the face of like been crying and eyeliner leaking. And she is getting ready to hang herself.
Oh. Not quite as sexy as I was
Not
expecting
quite as
this all to
sexy.
be. Yeah.
And we run over to stop her, and she's like, I have nothing to live for. And she's like, no, you have something to live for. And she's like, I'm a Mynad, meant to serve a god, and the god's dead. There's nothing for me to live for. Thanks for a less than basic understanding of my life's purpose. Julie is pleading for help. And eventually we find out her name is Shoshana. And Julia's like, we need your help, Shoshana. And she picks up a bottle of booze, and Shoshana gets emotional about it because she's like, peach schnapps. Bacchus left that for the talking bears to find. Like, just all of these memories. And Julia's like, well, I propose a toast then, like to Bacchus. And so she pours out a little for our fallen homie. She takes a sip, and she goes to give it to me. I'm like, I'm not drinking that. It tastes like, it smells like pea sangria. And Julia's like, I don't give a shit. Drink it. So I take a sip. Shoshana takes a sip.
How many other people do you think Penny would have drank it if they told him to drink it?
That's a very short list.
Yeah.
Very
Peach schnapps.
peach schnapps.
Schnapps isn't the worst thing to drink. not the best.
I would have just drank it anyway. So it
Yeah.
kind of feels like his protesting.
I'm
is a
constantly
little
picking
weird.
up stuff in the woods and drinking it. So that doesn't really.
I'm constantly not in the woods. She takes a sip, and she's like, that's good shit. And we'll stop that scene there.
The classic high shelf peach schnapps everyone's
As we
selling.
walk this
99
Mynad
peaches or whatever.
off the ledge and
Dr.
into pea
McGillicuddy's.
sangria.
I'm just laughing because we weirdly have the same episode, and you also weirdly have the
Yeah,
same episode.
yeah.
You have like a mix of
Yeah. Ours is drunken and horny.
yeah.
Yours is sad and sadder.
Yeah, but somebody was mourning a death in your episode.
Yeah, but then we immediately go into drinking for them.
I wish we were doing. No, I like ours better.
Yeah, it was just fun.
Ours
Yeah,
is better.
All right, well, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
we are.
Elliot's bored.
Elliot's bored. Okay, we'll get there. It doesn't start super fun, but Elliot's.
Literally, my next note
terribly
is
bored.
Elliot is bored.
Yeah, I'm very bored. Not interested in what's happening at all while Quentin is quietly packing boxes, and I promise it gets more fun. And I just like stand up, and you're like, I need a minute. I'm almost done. And Elliot's like, And I take a model plane, and I just throw it against the wall and shatter it. And Quentin gets pissed off immediately.
Yeah, I'm
Because
like-
your dad's things.
Right. And I'm like, stop. And you're like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, well, I told my mom I would.
And I was like, why does that matter? What, like, she's not here, and these
Yeah.
are yours. Your dad left them to you. So what kind of, like,
Strange
magical
power,
sway
yeah.
power does your mother have over you? These are your things.
And I go into this like story. It's like, you know, once when I was a kid, I broke an ashtray. Now she thinks that I break everything. Your parents never change how they see you, no matter what. And you're asking kind of like why it matters if they don't change. And I'm like, well, sometimes I think my mom's right. Like things break around me, right? Alice, my dad, all of goddamn magic.
And then Elliot had like this revelation again, trying to learn, trying to like pick up what you're putting down. He's
This
like
is you more
actively listening.
teaching than learning.
Yeah, it's more teaching than learning, but I think I realized in this moment that it's like it's not a like we're not murdering, but I do hand you a plane and I say, well, then break something on purpose. They're
Yeah.
your planes, so maybe you'll feel better. It's like why I murder people. Like sometimes you break things and it makes you feel better.
And I
Limp
kind of
Bizkit.
grab this plain wing like between my hands and then just kind of like angrily just snap the wing.
And then the
then
music
just take-
starts to swell.
And then take the whole plane and throw it against the wall and it shatters. And then we basically start throwing all these planes against the wall. Elliot's handing them to me, and I'm just hurling them.
It is to Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff, right?
No, it's some sad boy music.
Damn,
it's
we had a chance.
This is so against everything in my soul.
I agree. I would never do this.
I get the point. It's just so antithetical to like who I am that I'm just like, I can't even comprehend.
This is why our episode's better.
And there's like a musical montage of smashing everything, and it's like quick cuts and music. You know the scene. Yeah. And then we like get a bit of a hard cut forward and like sitting down and sort of like the post plane destruction sort of like catharsis of it. And that's what Quentin kind of mentions. Like, you know what? That weirdly did feel kind of good.
Yeah.
Like that felt kind of good. And I say, it feels good to deal with death or deal with things breaking after. Mm-hmm. Like that's where the like reward, that's where the healing comes in, or that's where you feel better is after the death happens. The killing isn't what makes you feel better.
Yeah. I think this ends up leading in like right into our last scene. So why don't we pause here?
Okay. I've got a bunch. Sorry. I should have maybe sprinkled a little bit more in.
Yeah. I have like, I don't know, 4 more lines in my notes.
Okay, got it. So we are driving away we were out in the forest when we were doing this ritual. Obviously, we were screaming at the top of our lungs. But so we're in my car, we're driving back to the apartment, and I'm just talking about how that was not how I thought I'd meet Kanye. And
you met him.
Apparently. I don't know how they got his Komodo dragon, but somehow that happened. And Josh doesn't look so good. And Margo's like, do not throw up that heart. We had to kill a living creature to try to cure your ass. Like, do not throw it up.
Make me go back and have to talk to Kanye again. I'm not doing that.
Basically. Right?
He rapped 3 albums at us in 6 hours. I can't go back. I'm so bored.
He kept telling me he was going to let me finish, and he never let me finish.
Oh, when Kanye said, I'm a fix wolves, he meant werewolves.
Anyway, so
I hate you so much.
I'm driving and I'm just yelling at him, but he clearly, something else is going on with Josh.
Like turning into a werewolf?
And then he yells to pull over immediately.
Why are we surprised? We know he's a werewolf.
Wow, profiling Colin, wow.
Man, it's crazy.
I totally forgot to mention this last scene. I'm so sorry. When we were leaving, he gave me a gun with silver bullets in case something happened.
Kanye?
No. Josh.
I made him with trash.
How did you know he's a werewolf? He's a werewolf? I just give this to everyone who comes to my house.
He points over. There's just a stack of fucking guns
with silver bullets.
Break in case of guests.
No, that was from Josh. So he jumps out of the car. He goes off. He runs into the woods, and there's this howling. And then there's a commercial break because, of course, and Margo's in the car.
Get the ads.
Now she pulls out the gun, and now we get the horror movie shot where there's like crunching grass, like sticks and leaves and stuff, and like
that's a door.
Yeah, that's I don't know. What that's
a rare door in the woods.
You really don't spend a lot of time in the woods, do you, Mike?
Where's the bathroom in the woods?
Yes.
And, Margo is like in her car still looking around, and we're holding the gun out, and then I literally looked away from the screen because I'm like, there's gonna be a jump scare, and I refuse to participate in this. Like,
I protest.
I'm not doing it.
Out.
I did, but good news, the jump scare is just Josh standing in front of the car, and she screams and he screams because she's pointing a gun at him.
Not a werewolf?
Not a werewolf.
Okay.
It passed, is what he's saying. So he's getting back in he wants to get back in the car, and she's a little hesitant.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I turned a tree into a werewolf, but it's not going to last forever. So I know where we should go instead.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
I didn't.
So like, wait.
Okay.
Am I having a stroke?
I don't think you guys remember.
It was a stroke.
I don't think you guys remember about the werewolf thing. So
I don't.
The STD like kind of similarity, that the parallel they're clearly drawing here. Werewolves do 2 things:
Right.
have sex,
Right.
and kill things.
Right.
And no one knows which one it's in the mood to do at any point in time.
Sure.
So that's like, so he went into the woods, banged a tree, just to stave off.
Probably didn't fuck the tree.
He said
The
that.
implication is that he fucked the tree.
He actually said that.
I think it's like when a dog humps a toy.
Yeah.
Like there's no receiving back. It's more of just.
Well, I was just.
Does the tree become a werewolf?
He literally made that joke. He said, "I turned a tree into a werewolf."
I think that's just more he came on a tree.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Not
is
to put
correct.
too fine a point on it.
If we were in Fillory,
Yeah.
maybe this would be a different
That,
discussion.
we have another sticky forest.
But we're not in
Oh,
Fillory,
yeah.
so it's just a regular
Yeah,
tree.
and regular
Alright,
forest.
But like he's like, it's not permanent, and we're gonna go somewhere else. And she's like, where? And he's like, Breakbills. And I was like, oh, that's right. I remember he had a cage in Breakbills. That's where we're going. We're going straight to Breakbills.
Just a horny murder cage.
Yeah.
Just
And
screaming.
He's gonna make that entire cage a werewolf.
And he basically, we get to Breakbills and there's literally a cage set up and everything. He locks himself in the cage. And this is when Margo and I start, not Margo and I, Josh and I start fighting. Josh and Margo start fighting. Because apparently with the quickening, this is not an optional thing. So if he doesn't fulfill one of those two things,
He's got a banger kill.
he is going to die. So I did not know that until here, and I was like, oh, this is like serious, right? Like,
Right. So you can put him in the cage, but then he's just going to die. Or you have to let him out to do the other thing. One of
Right.
the other two things.
What,
Right.
Can he just kill like any animal, or has to
well,
be?
Margo was like, why can't we just kill somebody here? I have a bunch of people at Breakbills that I think we should just kill. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that's the argument. Josh is just like, no, I do not want to sexually assault anybody, and I do not want to kill anybody. I don't want to live with that. And he's like, well, not live.
So you
but
can't
know
just
what I
throw
mean.
in like a chicken or something.
No, not for the quickening. I think
Yeah.
it's like a special like period. Like there's like an end point to this.
Okay.
So like, and
So that's why he's such a sexual deviant in the last couple seasons.
maybe
Is
I don't,
because
maybe,
he needs to be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, 'cause-
it's doctor prescribed sexual
Because
deviancy.
it has to be while he's in wolf form.
Well, I think it's more it staves off the wolfiness.
Yes.
It's
yes.
like you feel yourself, the moon come up, he get horny, he either wolf kill or
Wolf bang.
no, not even wolf bang.
Wolf
probably
bang
just
puck.
probably just
So here we go.
Finishes
I
wolves.
am not sure about these rules. 100%.
Yeah, me neither.
we're getting through them. So he's gonna die in this cage. Margo is screaming about that because she's just like, I cannot stand why every single one of you boys have to do this stupid noble sacrifice this thing. Screw that. This sucks. And he's just like, Margo, you have to accept that sometimes there are things that you can't fix. It just sucks, and that's it. And she looks at him, takes the keys, opens the cage, gets into the cage, locks the door, and then chucks the keys down the hall. And that's when I was like, oh, we're gonna fuck. That's like, it clicked.
cut forward. Margot's dead. He's a wolf. She's covered
the
in
wrong
blood.
cue from that.
Yeah, like I see what we're doing here.
So I think what he has to do is pass on the lycanthropy via, I think, well, no, because like he had the other person.
Yeah.
In any case, all I know is he is telling Margo the curse isn't curable. Like, you're going to have to go through this.
Right.
And she's like, I don't care. It's fine. I can't have another one of my friends like die. I can't lose another friend today. Because I think when we had the conversation with Elliot at the beginning of this episode, I didn't realize it then, but I realize it now that she realized that Elliot's probably not in there anymore.
Sure.
And she's like, I can't make you kill somebody. So presumably that would have also helped. But I can consent.
Sure.
And she starts taking her clothes off. So, and we kiss. And I say, wow, the quickening makes you a really good kisser. And he's like, I know. And then there's more making out. I say, I like you. And well, because he says, well, I can't do this to you. That's like his last protest. And she's like, she's like, why? And he's like, I like you. She's like, I like you too. I cannot lose another friend. Like,
Okay. Fair
Okay.
enough. We really got more scenes
yeah,
of
why don't we
that
just-
than the Kanye and Komodo dragon stuff, huh? Yeah.
We can just finish our episode here, I think.
Might as well.
Let me finish. I have
sure.
one more scene and I have 1.5 scenes. Let me finish the
oh,
other
I thought
half.
you only had two.
All right, wait. I'm gonna let you finish, but we have the best last scene of the episode of all time.
It's definitely not the last scene of the episode.
So I'm continuing from that same scene of us talking to Shoshana. And Julia's like, hey, I was a goddess. I gave my power away. And I'm indestructible now, but I can't use magic. Can you help me understand what is going on? And she's kind of disappointed, like, you were a goddess. And it's like that's the standard now. She gets down from the tree in like a huff, and she's like,
She was in a tree?
well, like from like this raised tree platform.
Oh, I thought she was like had climbed a tree at some point.
No. And
the
she's like, if
whimsy.
all of those other Mayas hadn't run through the poison wine like a bunch of bitches, I wouldn't be in this situation. So all the others have drank in the poison wine and didn't want to do this.
And
no
she
more.
didn't have enough
Yeah.
left for her.
And Julia's like, well, maybe if you help us. And that's when she starts to just break out in like a weird chant, dance, ritual.
Julia does?
No, Shoshana.
Okay.
And we're both confused because there's panting and like whistling and like a waving of a stick with like an acorn at the end of it. And we're just like, is everything okay? And she's trying to read Julia's aura.
Got it.
And she's like, well, maybe if you get the pine cone out of my face, you can read. And that's when she takes the stick, brings the pine cone to her to Shoshana's face, and Shoshana licks it. Mm-hmm. And she's like, just what I thought, inconclusive. And
Magic 8-ball ass. Ask again later.
cast again. And Shoshana says that she knows a ritual that can help diagnose her further, but it's pretty intimate. And Julie's like, I can live with that. And she's like, well, I can't perform it because I don't believe in you. And we're like, what? And apparently she can interpret the aura, but she needs someone who believes in her, worships her, body and soul.
So what's Penny going to
to
do?
perform the ritual? Does anyone come into mind? And then there's like that awkward cut to Penny's like, fine, I'll help. And so that's that awkward moment there. And then my next thing is my last scene.
All right, why don't we just wrap up here?
Yeah, sure.
So we're finishing up Breaking Plains, and talking about how like it still hurts. It was a little cathartic, but it still hurts, and eventually it'll hurt a little less. And Elliot needs help searching for more gods.
Yep, and this is where it starts to get a little sexy, and I'm like, there's a ritual we can do. But no, so
Get that pine cone out of here.
no, so I need your help hunting more gods, and I think Elliot, again, like I learned something from you in this moment, but I didn't learn like everything all at once, and because I'm an omnipotent sort of like, maybe not omnipotent, because I'm like a monster deity, I just assume that I'm right about everything. And I'm like, okay, you've learned enough, and now we're the same. Like now we fully understand each other because we had this moment, which isn't like exactly what happens. But you're talking, and Elliot says, I'm gonna need your help to hunt more gods, and I think you're gonna be more helpful if you feel better, because you feel better now, right?
Which kind of puts like a little damper on the whole like, oh, I'm gonna like watch and learn what you're doing, because you're like, oh, I just did this to make you feel better because I need your help killing gods.
Exactly, because I'm still a monster.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know another way to make you feel better. Your friend Elliot is dead. So you can go smash some more things, and then you'll feel better about that, and then we can go have breakfast. And I like pat his leg and
it like hard cuts to us at a diner,
right?
And Elliot's, or not Elliot, is like chowing down on some fries.
And I'm like eating a fry and just sort of talking, and just like I just assumed because breaking the plains made him feel better about his dead dad, that now I can tell him that his friend's dead, and he can process that using this new lesson that we learned about breaking plains, and he'll feel better about all of it, and then he'll be my best friend. That childlike logic that you get out of it. So I'm like chowing on French fries. I'm like, yeah, I felt the moment that his soul died. It only lasted a moment, and my problem is like he didn't suffer. Like it was just like a quick like boop, and he's like gone kind of thing.
Quentin's just like angry and silent the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, you'll come around. I know it. And then we get sort of like darkness, and
yeah, that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode.
Oh wow. Okay, I've got one more scene actually, and then I'll let you wrap up for the episode.
Am I going? Okay, so we're gonna end on a sexy note.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is there another note to end on?
Do you want to make a mark here and we can get producer James to cut our section out and make it last like it should have been?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I am. We're cuddling. He's in regular Josh form.
The phrase Josh form.
I don't know how else to describe it. He's not a wolf. And we're just like hanging, and he's shocked that I would do this, and Margo is like, shut up, basically. Like, she's like, P&V isn't even my top 10 things. I don't understand why people think it's like the end all be all between 1, 3, 5, or 30 people. It's not even in my top 10. Like, so she has no problem. Like,
It's a wild statement.
I'm telling you, Margo just has really been on a roll this season for sure. And apparently she mentions that she has 30 years until she has to worry about the quickening. So she doesn't actually think she's going to live that long. And she's not
was
worried
then
about
Josh born with it? Like, what does that
He
mean?
must have been.
Okay.
Also, okay. So wait, I maybe I never caught that. It's a specific
Like
thing that
one-time event?
like every 30 years.
Yeah, so it seems like the quickening happens every 30 years, where it's like this big thing where like something you have to do something, which is why I wasn't sure about like if he was just like, because he never really has these like turns into a wolf thing. We've never seen him do it. It seems like it only forcibly happens very rarely. It might have affected his personality, but I feel like I doubt it. But in any case, I'm not worried about it. We are also kind of negotiating whether or not this is like a casual thing, like what's going on. And
I want to put names on things.
And yeah, but they're kind of laughing and just like whatever. It is kind of, I think it is casual. I think it's like, Margo's like, I can do this and this will solve a problem that we all have, and I'm happy to. And I think that they had fun and it seems totally chill. Which I enjoyed. I thought that was kind of cool. And then this is when Josh says that, I'm sorry we couldn't figure out a way to help. We couldn't help you. We couldn't solve your problem. And Margo's like, yeah, I would have done anything to save him, but I think he might be gone. And they're clearly talking about Elliot.
Yeah. All right. The proper ending to this episode.
All right, everybody, strap in.
So we're back in Fillory. We're in a like large tent that has like well-placed lighting everywhere.
Pretty sexy.
Orbs.
Pretty sexy.
Orbs? Any orbs?
I couldn't
any
tell if they were
tunes?
spherical or oval.
Okay. Barry Manilow playing on the jukebox.
And Penny's looking just awkward. This is all very awkward. And Julia's like, yeah, well, you aren't the one that has to strip naked and be anointed with oil, so shut up. And Penny's like, do you really want to do this? And Julia doesn't know if there's any other way besides doing this ritual.
Yeah, we talked to one person and they told us that
And
you
this
have
is
to
it.
get naked and covered in oil, and we're just assuming that's the only
We're
way.
all out of options.
We're all out of options.
This is literally the only thing we can get. This is it. That's what she told me. She said this is the only option.
you didn't
Person
hear
I
it.
just met right now.
You didn't hear, like, it was between swigs. She said it.
Yeah, she's gonna take some
She's
photos.
clearly magical because she said the aura was inconclusive.
Yeah,
You looked at
pine cone?
You see her look that pine cone?
You see, like, that's a magical pine cone.
That felt
And that's when Julia like drops her robe and Penny spins around to like be modest and not look. And Penny's like, maybe there is another way, like something not so painful. And he's like, painful? And it's like, no, not painful. And he's stammering. And Julia's like, I'm not broken. Like, I'm not a flower or a delicate piece of glass. I'm a person, and people heal. And Penny's like, I'm just not very comfortable with how this is like going, like getting done. And Julia says, this is about me, so you need to get over yourself.
Yeah, you don't have any say in the matter. Now come have sex with me.
Well, it's not even, the ritual isn't that, at least what I think so far. And she says, turn around, it's nothing you haven't seen before. And I turn around and she's like, ta-da, like trying to like break the awkwardness.
That's so funny to just be naked, have a guy turn around and say ta-da. That's fucking goated.
And it's a very like soft-spoken, like, ta-da.
Less fun.
Yep. And I'm like, I guess I should. And it's funny seeing Penny, who is the sex pot,
Right.
being so awkward and like, because then it's like, so, okay, let me get going. And he dips his hand into oil. And I think the ritual is mostly just like rubbing oil. I don't have a manual.
Okay, in all fairness, this is a priestess of Bacchus. Okay, people, let's set the standards here.
The ritual
okay?
matches the god.
Like, come
I know
on.
what book this came from.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Was Diddy a priest of Bacchus? Is that what's happening here? Is that the...
What?
Is Diddy a priest of Bacchus?
Oh, shut up.
I'm
No.
sorry. This is just, I feel like I'm...
We're full of baby oil.
We're moving past that. And so yeah, he's starting with her head. He's trying to like the least awkward spots first. Cue sultry pop music.
So Taylor Swift?
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Something better. I just got canceled.
I'm like, oh man, hide my face.
And Penny like freezes up, and she's like, "What?" And like, I may need to go up front. And she's like, "Are you asking if you can touch my boobs?" And I'm like, "I am asking if I can touch your boobs." And she's like, "You can touch my boobs, just don't break them." So it's a very funny scene. He goes up, lots of glances.
Is there a lot of like... Is there sound effects to this?
No.
Is the only thing I want to know.
Thank
It's like...
God.
Wet oil
Just like...
If there is,
there's a lot of...
I'm just hearing the music, but like he goes up, he takes care of the front end, checks her oil, tops up.
There's a dipstick joke in there somewhere.
And she says it's weird for me too, and she asks if I'm ready to wash her feet, and
we found Penny's thing because he says
he's a
yes,
big
mommy.
feet guy.
Yeah,
and that's where it kind of just
That's the end of the episode?
ends the episode.
All right.
we're gonna give us boobs and not feet. All right, I see.
What was the point of all that?
She's got oiled up.
She's getting her god powers back.
Hopefully,
We're casting a ritual, so then Pinecone Lady can walk in and go and try again.
You would think we got the resolution of that in this episode. Nope. It's a weird cliffhanger.
Nope.
All right.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Sad for you guys.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was.
fun.
This half of the room, everyone's having a great time.
It was well done. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Elliot's dead.
But you're gonna
That's like, it's kind of weird that they made this episode so funny when they're like, and by the way, one of the main characters
dead.
He's not coming back. It's assuming you can trust
suspicion.
him.
Yeah.
Assuming you can trust the monster, but
Yeah.
And there's no time travel shenanigans where we can find another Elliot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true. We do know there's multiple universes. Maybe we just like
Elliot's 23.
Dude, we can't keep doing
No,
that.
I don't think they will.
We can't. That just like,
You can go to that well once.
listen. As somebody who's a fan of X-Men, I know this might sound hypocritical.
This is so fucking hypocritical. Whatever you're gonna say, you can't. Some people gotta die until we find a way to bring them back with exactly the last memory they've had.
I'm just saying that it's dulling some of the intensity of emotions if you keep bringing people back.
If nobody can die in this, and they've said like, the X-Men thing. We can talk about this, and you can go check out a different podcast if you want to talk about it more in depth. But like the thing about the X-Men is like people died and were gone for a while in the history of X-Men, and then like over the past like 60 years or whatever, when people die and come back and die and come back, then it lost its meaning. So then they did like the Krakoa stuff and whatever, where like death didn't mean, and they can like play with that sandbox.
What does that mean? Yeah.
Right. In a show like this, you can't have like somebody die and it means something and then come back.
You're right. It is a much shorter period of time. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it cheapens it immediately. So like the things that we've had, like we've already had two that like Alice has died and come back, and now Penny's died and come back. And I think they're both different enough and handled well enough. But if you do it for every single death in the show, then it's like, then why should I ever care about stakes?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Watch Elliot comes back.
Yeah, who knows?
We're gonna have to have that conversation when that happens.
Join us this Saturday, 1 p.m. Central Time, May 9th. May the 9th be with you again. Classic is at the end of the episode, though. I just wanted to plug that at the end, just in case.
That is the end of the episode. I'm your host, Mike, signing off. Left me as always.
It's Sasha.
From me as always.
Yeah, it's Colin.
Right here, right now.
Brian.
We'll see you next time.
Bye forever.
For more information, go to popculturerollcall.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Our new theme provided by Stephen Rossblock. Find him at StephenRossblock.com for more of his work. Join us next week for another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call.